Hey, what's up guys, Phone Genius here, and today we're going to be reviewing, I've already unboxed, but today we're going to be reviewing the BLU Studio M5 Plus LTE, which is now actually my new daily driver. Let's see how good it is. Let's get into the video. So yeah, this is actually my first BLU device, and the first BLU device I use that replaces my daily driver status. So this is my previous daily driver. It's a Samsung Galaxy Note Edge. It's an AT&T unlocked device. That was also this is unlocked for all GSM carriers too. But the reason I wanted to switch so early is because AT&T never pushed out any software updates for this thing. So this thing never really got any software updates. It never got the Android Marshmallow update. It's still at Lollipop 5.0.1, not even 5.1.1. It's still at 5.0.1. And last a few months ago, I wanted to bring this phone over to the water park and use it at the water park, because I don't like keeping my phones in the lockers, because I'm always afraid they might get stolen. So I got one of those waterproof bags, but it was a $5 waterproof bag from Walmart, which is a big mistake, because the second I took it into water, it broke in the wave pool. So this thing was drenched, and it's water damaged. I could tell because it didn't, the signs didn't start right away. With water damage, the signs get worse and worse the longer you use it. So I've been using this phone for a year now. I've had a ton of daily drivers. I've gone through every single, this is the first daily driver I haven't cracked the screen, which is actually pretty nice. This is still in mint condition. Well, yeah, so this is my ex-daily driver, I guess you can say it now. So why BLU? Well, I wanted a new phone super bad, because I could not deal with this thing anymore. So I went to Walmart yesterday night, and I was just looking around. It wasn't a phone trip. I was just looking around. It was a super Walmart. It was in Oldsmar, so it was pretty close. But I went there, and I was looking at stuff, and then we went to the phone aisle, because I knew they had a lot of phones. But they had a new unlocked section, which is pretty nice. So I was looking, and they sold BLU phones, and I'm like, wow, BLU? I've heard BLU is actually quite a good company. It's actually quite local. It's down there in Miami, which is actually quite nice, because it's a Floridian phone company, and I'm Florida, but I'm Tampa. Tampa's there, and Miami's there, but anyways, yeah, looking, they had BLU phones there. I'm like, oh, cool, it's unlocked. And I'm like, I'm gonna get it. I was like, this is just only $220. It was in my price range of a phone. It's its last, go kill yourself, Samsung. So anyways, I bought it, $219. It wasn't that bad. I mean, I thought it was just gonna be plastic, like all my other phones, and it was going to be a small battery, terrible screen, slow fingerprint scanner. My Samsung has you have to swipe the pad, which sucks, not just put your finger on it. So yeah, I bought it, and I immediately was impressed by the packaging, because when I bought it at Walmart, it came in one of those prepaid boxes. I'm like, okay, it's just a stupid prepaid box, comes with a charger and some manuals, whatever. But it was a box inside a box. So I opened the prepaid looking box, and it comes in one of those, it comes in a really nice, really well wrapped regular box, a regular phone box, a square, not one of those prepaid package. So it's pretty nice. So I open it up, and I find this thing facing first on top. I'm like, wow. I pick it up, and it's nice and hefty, and it's made out of aluminum. It's an aluminum unibody. I'm like, holy crap, this is actually pretty nice. And I go deep, and there's a case in there, a screen protector, earbuds. It came with a case and a screen protector. This case and a screen protector. And it came with a nice charger, a nice charging brick, and a nice pair of earbuds, which I have right here. They're actually really nice. They're like little aluminum tips here, and like it's a pretty long cable. It has like a remote and microphone here, a 3.5mm headphone jack. It's really nice, and really nice packaging. I'm really impressed. And then I turn on the phone, and it's like, it's stock Android. I'm like, oh my god. It's Android 7.0 Nougat, but it's stock. It's completely stock. Look at that. Look, it's like completely stock Android. There's no skin. There's no pre-installed apps. The only pre-installed apps were like BLU Help and BLU Rewards, which I actually quite like the BLU Help because it like you get a free 1 year, 12-month accidental damage, water damage warranty, which is actually really good. You get a free 1 year warranty with the device. I can actually show you here in the BLU Help. You get a free 12-month warranty, which covers the warranty policy. It covers accidental damage, water damage, cracked screen, and all the stuff. Like if you drop your phone, crack your screen, just send it in and get you a new one. I was really impressed because I've always wondered how BLU phones are because I've seen them on Amazon for pretty cheap, and I've seen them at Best Buy for pretty cheap. But this is like the first time I've seen one at Walmart. So I was like, okay, maybe I don't know. Another good thing about it was I was like, oh, it's pretty kind of light, but it has a removable back. Yes, it's made out of aluminum, not plastic. But it still has a removable back. Gee, I mean, this is like heaven in a phone. It is like everything I want in a phone. So if we take the back off, dual SIM card slots. Dual SIM cards. And a micro SD card. It's not like one of those, like, a micro SD card in a SIM or two SIMs. Like on my Note 7, I got the new Duos model, which is the international unlock. So, look, I put my 32GB SD card in there. There's one SIM card slot with my SIM card in it, and then there's a secondary SIM card slot, and then there's a 2500 milliamp hour battery, which is actually pretty hefty. There's the fingerprint scanner there, and then there's an 8-megapixel camera on the rear, which is actually really good for an 8-megapixel. My iPhone, actually, I'm recording with right now, has an 8-megapixel camera, but I'm recording with the front facing so I can see myself, so I don't have to adjust it or anything. And then there's a flash. It's a single color LED flash, but I don't care, and the speaker's also on the bottom. But look, this is aluminum, and it's this nice matte black metal feel. It feels like an iPhone. It really does. It feels like an iPhone. It doesn't have the stupid antenna binds. It just has like little plastic bits on the top and bottom, but everywhere you touch, you're feeling aluminum. The buttons are aluminum. The power button's like ridged, and like there's a volume button. On the bottom, we have a micro USB charging port and a microphone. On the front, we have, which is probably one of my favorite, is a 5.5-inch. Yes, it's a 5.5-inch full HD IPS LCD display. 5.5 inches. You know, I like 5.5-inch screens because my the ZTE Grand X3 I have, that has a 5.5-inch 720p screen, and it's really good, and I love this screen in particular because it's nice, it's vibrant, it's colorful, and even though it's an LCD, it's still pretty darn good. It has really good viewing angles, really nice, like vibrant, sharp colors, and it like really impressed me in the packaging because I thought this was going to be like a smaller phone, but this is actually a pretty big phone for the money. So anyways, on the front here, we have an earpiece, a front-facing flash, which is actually really nice. I like, the front-facing flash is like really bright. It's like the same one on the back, basically. And then we have a 5-megapixel front-facing camera, which is pretty good. It's not like a 2-megapixel, it's a 5-megapixel. And we don't have any physical keys or like capacitive. We have software keys, and we have our BLU logo down there. I was really impressed because I thought this was just gonna be a cheap phone that like burner phone, whatever. But this is my new daily driver. So yeah, I went to Metro PCS store this morning and I put my SIM in it, transferred my SIM, and yeah, 4G LTE. It works with any GSM carrier. in the US and outside the US. And it's a dual SIM, so if you travel a lot, like you can keep your American SIM card in here or whatever country you're from, and then you can put like if you go to Europe, you can put a European SIM, you can put like a Chinese SIM, whatever. It just has to be in the same bands as like the regular one. Like I travel to Finland a lot, so I'm probably gonna get a when I go to Finland, I'm gonna probably get a Finnish SIM card just so I can like call people in Finland for like because I go there like 2 weeks every year. It's pretty good, but yeah, it's dual SIM, which is really nice feature because I didn't know it was dual SIM at first because I didn't really look when I took the back cover off. I just took the back cover off once to put the my micro SD card in it and my battery in. It's really nice big battery too, and yeah. The funny thing is, the main SIM card slot is a micro SIM. Yeah, micro SIM, and the I think the power just went out. Oh shit! Well, whatever. I'll continue with the review. It might be a bit grainy from now on, but I really don't care. So yeah, the main SIM card slot's a micro SIM, but the secondary is a nano. So there's like 2 different sizes of SIM. I'm just a bit worried right now, but yeah. So yeah, it's a dual SIM, but it doesn't work with Verizon or Sprint because those are CDMA carriers, but this is a GSM. I was actually, I was fighting, like, I was trying to choose which one should I get because there was this Alcatel I wanted to kind of get, which had a 6-inch screen. It was unlocked too. But that one had a 6-inch, but it didn't have a fingerprint scanner. It looked uglier. I can tell from the box it was made out of plastic, but I didn't really care about the material choice at that time. Yeah, so you could tell by the box it was made out of plastic. And so I'm like, okay, I'll get the blue. Because the one thing I was like, I wanted a fingerprint scanner, but the fingerprint scanner is like really quick. You put your finger, bam, and unlocks immediately. So yeah. It was pretty reasonable price. It was like the same price as my No Edge, but this was really good phone. Really impressed. Really good first impression on blue. I'm gonna get more blue phones in the future. So anyways, some of the nice features are double tap to open the camera app from any. You can do it when it's unlocked. You can take a few pictures. If you put your finger on the fingerprint scanner, you can take a picture. You see? And it used the flash. Of course, the fingerprint scanner is really quick. And it recognizes my fingerprint most of the time. Stock Android. Completely stock. Android 7.0 Nougat. No pre-installed carrier apps. The only ones that they pre-installed a few apps, but that was just for me to get, like Amazon Prime Video, which is actually when I actually, like, you can't get at the Play Store. You can only get on like a Samsung App Store or like Google, so I didn't have to download that. And it also came with a few Blue apps, of course, and it came with like a few like apps that I downloaded because I wanted to get some Blue points. Like Blue points, yeah, it's like you know, T-Mobile Tuesdays. If you have T-Mobile, I used to have T-Mobile. It's like, yeah, you get points and you can reward things. But the points system is actually pretty neat. It's like every time you unlock your phone, there's just a little ad there. You can just close it, and you get a point. And if you get 41 points, you get put in a drawing and get blah, 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 some stuff. So anyways, it has a quad-core 1.3 gigahertz MediaTek MT something processor. There's so many different MediaTek processors. It has 2 gigabytes of RAM, 32 gigabytes of storage. Now it has 64 because I put my 32 gigabyte SD card in it. It has a 2500 milliamp hour battery. It's micro USB, but it does support quick charge. But there's no quick charger in the box, but still it's a pretty neat blue charger. But it does come with a bunch of other things that I'd rather have than a quick charger. It does support it does support quick charging, and basically it. I mean, it's just a really nice little, well, not little, but it's a really good phone. I mean, it's like, from the price, for $200, what can you get, really? Oh, good, the power went back on. I was a bit worried about that. So for $200, what can you get? A Samsung Galaxy J7. This is better than a Galaxy J7 any day of the week. I'd take this over a J7. J7 does not have a fingerprint scanner. It's not made out of metal. It just has a better processor. It has an octa-core. What else can you get? You can get an Alcatel. Alcatel, they're alright, but not as good as a BLU. You could get, like, mostly just the mid-range phones, like the 5.5-inch mid-range phones. ZTE, Z-Max Pro. This is better than a Z-Max Pro, because Z-Max Pro is not really good build material and doesn't have a nice screen. Yeah, so the J7, this is better than a J7. You could watch my review on the J7. I'm actually going to compare this to J7. My friend Elijah should be coming here soon. He has a J7. Z-Max Pro, better than the Z-Max Pro. The Alcatel, like, one-touch phones, better than the one-touch phone. I mean, it's the best phone for the price. I'm serious. But the one thing I really liked was, I love metal phones, but the one thing I don't like about aluminum unibody phones is how you can't remove the back. But for this, you can remove the back, even though it's made out of metal. It's premium build materials for not a premium price. It's amazing, this phone. This phone is the best. But the one thing I really was surprised, like, one downside of it, is I looked it up on Google, the BLU Studio M5 Plus LTE, and you can't really find it. Like, you can only find it in that particular Walmart store, because they don't sell the unlocked phones at any other of my local Walmarts. It's probably because that's a super Walmart, but all the other Walmarts are just Walmarts. But anyways, yeah, I can't find this on the BLU website at all. So I think this is like a phone that they haven't officially released yet. But they're still, like, they sell it at Walmart, and that's the only place where you can really get it. Like, if you look up BLU Studio M5 Plus on YouTube or on Google, this will probably be the only review that comes up, and there will be no other, like, there will be no other reviews or, like, unboxings of it. I'm sorry I couldn't do an unboxing video. It's 8 o'clock. I couldn't really unbox a phone at Panera. We went to Panera after, and my mom wanted me to unbox it, so yeah, it was pretty cool. So yeah, this has been the BLU Studio M5 Plus LTE. But right before we leave, I'm gonna show you guys a speaker test. That's another downside. The speaker is not that good, but it comes with pretty good earbuds, so that probably compensates for it. So let's put on a Jerry Rig Everything video, because that's how I test my phones nowadays. Jerry Rig Everything. The speaker's on the bottom here. It's not like a bottom or front facing. I wish it was a front facing. Okay. Just to show you the sound quality. Oh, an ad. I need to renew my YouTube Red membership.
Sometimes called the iPhone X. You can call it whatever you want. I'm not sure anyone knows what its real name is anymore. Poor guy. Inside the box, Apple was nice enough to include some headphones and an external headphone jack to replace the one they removed from the phone earlier. These cost $10 a piece if you lose it. It's time to durability test this newest addition to the Apple family and see what we can expect from the top-of-the-line Apple flagship. I am worried about these antenna lines. It'll be interesting to see if they give up the ghost like we saw in the Pixel 2, or if Apple's stainless steel frame is strong enough to hold this fruit together. Let's get started.
So yeah, the speaker's quite tinny, and so anyways, in conclusion, this is a pretty decent phone for the money. I mean, $219 is not much, but you can still get a pre-owned iPhone or something for the same price. So this has been Phone Genius. Thank you guys, and see ya. Hey guys, this is the test of the BLU's video quality. It's not the worst. It has pretty good image stabilization, which is pretty nice. It's an 8-megapixel Sony camera. It's pretty good. This is the test. This is the test of the 5-megapixel front-facing camera. Pretty good too. Not the best, but pretty good. Pretty good.